is going on? Still under this whole lockdown. Our state just got extended yesterday, so yeah, pretty much 2020 is being gone right now. We were supposed to do a track day next weekend. That's not going to happen now. Looks like our next track day is going to be July 4th and 5th. Hopefully we can do that. Maybe we'll try and get something in between now and then. I don't know, but it's not looking good up here. So today, thought I'd take my one helmet apart and switch everything over to my new helmet. The helmet that I got when we were over in Italy back in September, the AGV here. I've been having this Shoei, however you want to say it. I've had this RF1200 for quite a few years now, and just kind of ready to switch everything over. So I'll just want to take this video and kind of go through my vlog helmet and how I have that put together, and yeah, kind of show you guys what's going on. What I use for my stuff is like a lot of people, is this Suguru. Looks like this in the package when you get it, and you get 3 packages inside. There's black and white, and I always use black. Obviously my helmets are black, but I think you can paint it too if you wanted to paint around it or whatever. But for this particular one, usually depending on, well, of course, where you want to mount it. Most people want to mount it right in front, right? So depending on how the front of your helmet is shaped, 2, or you might have to use all 3. For the AGV, I've done my wife's AGV, and I had to use all 3 because of that point. But for the Shoei, I got away with 2. So just kind of depends. This stuff isn't runny at all, so it is pretty moldable and it's easy to work with. So if there's any extra, just scrape it off before it starts to dry, and not a big deal. If you have watched other people's videos on this too and they say it stinks, it does kind of stink, but it's nothing that's rancid. Just has kind of has a smell to it. But and then the other thing that I do, which I'll kind of get to a little bit more, I use these they're like Velcro, but they're more the plastic kind instead of the traditional like a felt and a plastic, or a hook and loop sometimes. It's just plastic kind of snapped together. I like this because I think it lasts longer than the fabric type stuff, and as long as you're not really rough with it, not hard with it when you're pushing it together, it lasts longer, and when it's wet it'll still stick together. So that's what I use for the brick, I guess people call it, for the Hero 5, 6, 7s. I'm filming on a Hero 6, but on my helmet right now I have the Hero 4. But I'll kind of show you what I do with these here real quick too. To go over my current setup real quick, so here's the helmet, and like I said, I mount in the front here, camera up and down, and then I have, you know, your mic, and then I also have my Senna. This is a 20S, so it's a little bit older, but it still works perfectly fine. I'm going to move that over to the new AGV helmet as well. But as you can see right here, this is where I stuck some of that plastic Velcro type stuff to hold the mic adapter for the middle generation Heroes. So that sticks there nice, and that holds it down really well. I'm using it for the camera right now, so I can't stick it on here, but I'll probably put a piece on the new helmet too eventually. I still get that crackling sound when I ride with the newer camera, so I'm trying to figure all that out, but this one still works really good. And then on the inside I have 2 microphones as well, one for the camera and one for the Senna. So I'm going to move all that over into the new one. And then for the buildup of the parts, this one I believe was a curved GoPro mount to start with, and then I used the ball joint, that ball swivel in there, because that allows me to, if you don't quite get this mounted just perfectly straight, it allows you to kind of get it just right. I thought that was more helpful. I know some people will like try and mount it over here and then kind of build something that comes out front, which is fine, and I looked into doing that. I just couldn't get it to work with all the pieces I had to put together when I was first trying to build it, and then I found this putty stuff, which worked out really well. So yeah, let's get to building real quick. Oh, let me go over so we're gonna put it onto this one. It's so much lighter. Lens is off just because I was cleaning it. You don't need to take it off when you're doing your build or anything if you don't want to, but if you think it might be in the way or you don't want to scratch it, just pop it off real quick. Yeah, so, and this stuff does come off. It is hard and tough, but I have taken them off a couple times to redo them. But pop the camera off here. And then for this also, I'm going to use, it's just a curved mount. Going to pull this sticky part off the GoPro backing. You want to pull this off because otherwise the putty stuff, for one, it'll be too thick, and for two, it's not gonna. Some people will leave it on if they say they want to like be able to remove it or whatever, but you can get a like a plastic scraper or something. You don't want to use a knife or anything metal if you're trying to take it off your helmet, but get something plastic underneath there and just kind of work it underneath there, and it comes off. So work this off here real quick. All right, so got that cleaned off there. What I'd recommend, but I don't have it with me right now, is to get like some alcohol or alcohol wipes or something. Clean the back of this, clean the front of your helmet. It's still gonna stick. It's still gonna stick okay, the new putty stuff, but it just helps it out, keeps it more clean. And then, so I'm going to build it up, and I'm gonna put it right here on the front. I was thinking about maybe going sideways, but then I thought that ball joint piece would kind of end up, you know, sitting off center, so the camera would kind of be, so I'm just gonna put it right here in the middle. It says it takes like 24 hours to dry, but it's pretty hard and decent within a couple hours. You get about 10-15 minutes to work with it, I think. But let me see here. You have 30 minutes. 30, you have 30 minutes to fix, build, and create. So there you go. You get a half hour to kind of mess with it in a little bit. So, all right. I'm just gonna open all three packages at once. And then, because of the way it's shaped, I'm gonna add a little bit more on the sides. When it comes out there, just little pieces like this. Stick it on. I'll probably end up removing a little bit. I try and push it down pretty good, get a good seal, you know, smooth it around the edges and just get it looking as best I can, I guess. I think I want to say this stuff is usually about $6, $6 or $8 for a package of stuff. Alright, so we got all 3 pieces stuck on there now. Go ahead and just kind of, you can see, just kind of, it's soft, it's really soft. I like to get it right up to the edge. Make it a little even. Kind of, I like it for this, I'm going to push down kind of in the middle where the point's going to be, so that it kind of fills to the outside a little bit. Then you want to make sure when you put it on, don't cover any vents. If you have like a slider like the Shoei here, I'll show you real quick. It has like this face chin vent here. It gets really close here. I think I took it all off the top. So just make sure you don't lock any vents or anything in place to stuff like that. Okay. I'm trying to use the center line of the mount here for the point of the chin, and kind of here just to try and center it here on the face. All right, so there we have that. Might try and adjust a little bit, but that's pretty much, I think, how it's gonna be. Sometimes I have OCD when I'm doing stuff, and it's just goes 1 millimeter one way and then 2 millimeters the other, and yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right, so that's done. I'm good with that. Maybe. Okay, now I'm done, I promise. Okay, so now what do I need to do is, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all the foam out of the AGV so that we can put the Senna in. So just carefully kind of take the snaps out. Take this Senna off. So here's the GoPro mic. I have some of that plastic Velcro stuff on here too. So this just kind of ends up sitting like right here. I do feel it when I ride. In this, I might try and move it off to the side. We'll see if I can't find a better spot for that when I put that back in. So I did have these Velcroed kind of in when I first did it. It actually held up really well. They've been perfectly fine. I'm happy with the Senna product, and that's why I'm gonna move it over into the new one. Whoops. As it starts to come apart on me. Alright, so to take this part off, you need a little Allen key. So I'm gonna go grab that Allen key and take this off, and I'll be right back. Alright, took a little bit of messing with to get it all in there. I just paused the camera for a little bit because it was turning into a little bit of a hassle, but I got it all in. So here's the center mounted and tightened down. I was having trouble, the pad, the lock-in kind of plastic piece that you slide in, just it wasn't really fitting between the foam and the outer shell. So I had to take the main piece back off to get that to slide in, and then I just remounted this. That was where the biggest trouble was, but got that all in. Got the speakers in. Speakers are a little bit tight. I did just pop it on real quick. They're a little tight, but I haven't worn this helmet very much, just because I like to listen to my music when I ride, and so I've been wearing my other one. So all the foam hasn't really kind of crushed out yet or pressed out. So hopefully that gets a little bit more loose. But and then I got the mics inside here. I put the camera mic right up against the pad, and then I put the center mic back in the other spot where it was. See if you guys can kind of see that in there. Kind of see how that's going. Got the mic here and then the one in the middle. So got those set up, and when I was kind of messing with it, I found these little holes in the chin vent thing here. So I got the microphone in this hole here. Got the microphone for the camera running right out that little front hole, so it doesn't have to run out the side or anywhere over here. Usually what I had been doing is when I didn't run the camera, I would tuck it up. It actually stays and fits right in the antenna mount groove on the center. So I may have to find something different. I might be able to tuck it up. I don't know. I'll find something to do if I'm not running the camera. But yeah, I got that running out the front. So yeah, it's all turning out. I'll be able to use this helmet more, and just kind of let the putty dry on the front there, and got the new helmet good to go. So any questions or anything, hope you guys enjoyed this little how-to video. I know I did kind of have to break it up. I did have some struggling points, but in the end it fits, and I got it to work, and now I'll be able to use my nice new AGV from now on. So yeah, please just comment down below, like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll be doing a track day soon. So I'm gonna plan on a track day prep video, all the gear that we bring down, loading our trailer, and then of course I'll film down through the whole morning and throughout the whole day of the track day, for any questions you guys have on that. So if you guys have questions on or anything specific you might want to know about a track day, go ahead and leave that down on this video too, and I'll get all that answered whenever I get to do my track day video. Until next time, see you guys around.